once stuff starts growing,
Okay, what are we gonna do here, James?
once stuff starts growing, then you got to thin it out because you can't have too much in one spot. Otherwise, they'll fight each other for food and stuff, and they won't grow right, and they'll grow slow. So here's some beans that we planted. There's a bunch of them came up. So you want to at least thin them out to a good, hand in between each one. So I got 3 right here. That's got to go bye-bye.
Yes, we pretty much double dipped each other, didn't we?
Yep. Yeah, he planted some and I planted some, so all of these have to come out. But I'm going to try to transplant them somewhere else.
Should they go over here with the empty spots?
No, because we're going to put other stuff there. Once they start. But we definitely don't want 2 right next to each other. But this is at least some decent spacing in between.
That ends up being big stalks, doesn't it?
Huh? They're big. These end up being bushes, yeah, like bushes.
Bushes, and I remember they just took over the last time we had, and they get up to about the height of this stack here, right? That was a couple of them. They had like a couple that we had. So those things are going to get big.
Well, these are the bush ones. They aren't the vine ones. So
oh, okay, that's the vine ones were.
The vine ones crawled up all over everything.
Yes, they did.
But these are the bush ones, so hopefully they'll only get, this big. About this big. So anyway, yeah, so yeah, we got like 4 or 5 of them right here. So you don't want 2 next to each other. So make sure that they're just one, and then space them out a little bit so they're not right
Plus those leeks on the side. That's what these are, by the way. They're leeks. They look like grass, but they're actually leeks. The little scallop onions.
Much more. I'm just gonna transplant these over off the side in the yard and see if anything becomes of them. May not. And this one has 2, so we want to make it 1.
So that's what happened, is the seeds were too much bunched. I just threw down too many seeds. You gotta like take one at a time and do it.
That's 2 next to each other, but oh well, they're small.
Seems like you could throw like a couple in there. Or are they gonna get too big?
Yeah, they're gonna get big.
Okay, never mind.
So I could toss maybe 1 back right here. That's about it.
All right.
So all this would be beans, 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 green beans.
All right, let's wrap this one up.
All right. Even like the leeks, you pull out. You don't want too many right next to each other. You gotta thin them out. It kind of hurts you because you're picking good, stuff that started, but you got to do it so that they can grow. Otherwise, they won't grow. They'll just stay small. All right, that's
Copy
it.
that. All right.
That's thinning stuff out at least.
Yes, thank you.